Good morning, guys and girls and subscribers and followers to my little tropical YouTube channel. Today is Saturday the 11th of February and it's about 9 o'clock, and as you can see from here, everything's unwrapped. Since my last video I did rewrap everything with the fleece. All the fleece is over here under this canopy, and I unwrapped them, what was it, Thursday I think I unwrapped them. The temperature so far this Saturday morning is 6 centigrade. So I'll just go over here because I've got it over here. Actually 6 point, I don't think you can see that, but it's actually 6.8. It's only 9 o'clock. So I've unwrapped everything because the next few days are supposed to be pretty good. I'll keep my eye out because we did have a bit of a frost the other night, but during the day it all warmed up. So I'll keep my eye out on any frost about. So my shamrocks are all against this wall, they're all looking fine, apart from that one there looks like it's been hit, but the rest look all nice with some shoots coming up. This is the pink one, I think they call it a Charlie boy. One I lost. This one seems to be okay. This was in the garage actually all winter. Although it's burnt on the leaves, in the middle is still pink and no pull, so that may pull through, so it's out for air. These little ones, I said, that cost me £5. I just got them out just now actually. I put the bubble wrap around there. If you see, someone got bubble wrap in case of any frost got into the pots. And the canary date palm, this I got last spring. I think I got it last March or April. It's been under the canopy mainly. It has suffered some leaf damage, some browning, and the main thing is the middle bit looks all nice and green, nice growth. But yeah, it has suffered some browning. But on the whole, the middle looks okay. My little canary date palms, which were under the canopy again, they look fine. There's growth in the middle. So come round here if you've not seen these before. These are the young Fortunei. In fact, this is a double trunk one, and the other one is triple trunk. That one is triple trunk. These cordlines, this has got, I don't know if you can see it here. Actually, that's not pulling. I just treated it with some more peroxide. I had a little bit some left. That one I treated as well because that had a problem in the middle. These two ones which I got last weekend, only £10. They're obviously okay. They've got the rust on them, but I think when we get some warm weather they'll grow out. I've yet to unwrap my one and only redstar. I'll do that in a minute. So all the fleece and all the blankets are ready, my covers are all ready. So I've been messing around this bedding area, just seeing the layout. So I put a Fortunei in the front and the canary date palm at the back, and I put two cordlines either side. I'm still playing around with it, I'm not too sure. Any thoughts on that? My plan is to put a banana behind the date palm, and I want to get a pink china. It needs some bit of colour actually, so I need to look into that. But I'm just sort of just putting the pots out where I think I want to lay them out. The reason I put the canary date palm at the back because that will grow taller and wider, because of the Fortunei will take a while, and I want to put a banana behind. So if I just take a look, also my plan is to put rocks around the bedding area, around the plant, and for that, late last year I got some ferns. I was just trying out some ferns because I want to put some Ferns down there, and I'm not going to read out the full agricultural name, but it's called Jurassic Park and Brilliance. Now the Brilliance look okay. It's got some burn from the frost. They look okay. The other ones I tried were called Autumn Firm. They didn't seem to be doing so well. They're over here. This is called Autumn Firms. They didn't seem to fare too well. So I'm just looking at some ferns, so I can put them at the base of the plants. And I've got some rocks. There's one there. I've got these big chunky rocks, and along there, which I want to put around the plants themselves and put the ferns in between them. Anyone got suggestions of good ferns to go in there? So This canary date palm I bought at the same time as the first one. It has suffered some damage here, but in the middle, you can't see, but the middle looks all fine. My plan is to, I'm going to put that in the ground, and if it survives, it survives. And I've got this cordline here, which I reported to the company I bought it from, that it may have had frost damage, but I'm monitoring that, because they say they'll replace it, so I'm just monitoring it. And you can see with the canary date palm there is some damage on the leaves, but the middle's nice and green. The reason I put this here is that it will grow taller and wider. Here, I think I want to put a banana plant, but I need a bit of colour there. But I'm looking at ferns. Anyone got a suggestion about some ferns I can put down there? So, the damaged cordylines, the trunks are still quite firm. As you can see, it's all bubbling now. I treated it again with some. Treated it again. It's all bubbling over there. So I've been treating it like once a week. And the other one over here, if I just move that out of the way, you can see that's all bubbling. But I've been treating these like once a week for the last, I don't know, month I guess, to see if I can save it. The trunks feel firm. You can see some of the chlorine peroxide has got down the stem and it's all bubbling down there as well a bit. But this type of rock affair I want to put in that middle island, in that bedding area. Here's some rocks here, and I want to put ferns around it, so I'm looking for ferns. So these Trekkies, as I mentioned before, going aground. Over here is the Torbay Dazzlers. This one's been really hit. This is actually under my canopy, so I'm not too sure why it got hit so much, but nothing's pulled and it's all quite firm. These were in situ, fleeced up, and these have got some, obviously been hit by the frost, but over that it looks okay. So actually this is south facing, so you get some sun over here. But yeah, so that's my middle area, so I'm still fiddling around with it, trying to figure out what to do. Any comments on that would be great. I said it will be filled up with rocks and obviously some ferns and a banana plant there. I may put a canna somewhere there. I know the canna I've got to chop down and protect it over the winter period. Mulch it over, that's the word I was looking for. Mulch it over and put a bit of colour in there. I'm looking at some flowers to go in there. But yeah, I thought put two cordylines either side so it gives it that symmetrical look. Fortunei at the front because it's going to be slower to grow. Rocks around the base of it, some ferns. If anyone's got comments on ferns would be great. So I bought these ferns, I think end of last year or something, just to see what they're like in all these pots. So I don't know what the longworth agricultural names are, but the brilliant seems to be doing okay actually. The other one's called Jurassic Gold. It hasn't been as good, but the other ones were autumn ferns. They didn't seem to be so good, but anyway. So that's today. So I just unwrapped everything. The weather looks fine actually for the next few days. It's going to be warm. I said it's only 9 o'clock and it's 6 degrees already. It didn't get cold last night. I think it got down to 6 during the night, and it got down to I think 5 or something the night before. So I thought, give them an airing out, maybe a little bit of heat on them, and so the 1, 2, and the corner ones 3 and 4. I've just treated them with some peroxide again, as I've been doing them for about once a week. See if I can save them or do something with them. So we shall see. Yeah, so everything's out and about. Everything's all aired out. Everything's ready. So I've got my covers and fleece and all the cable ties to wrap. Everything's in the pots ready in case I need to rewrap them. So that's my little update for today. If you look at the sky, it's all nice and blue, but it's early. It's 9 o'clock. My next project had a bit of lawn. It's looking a bit. It's warm there. A bit patchy. So that's going to be one of my next projects, to do some overseeding, I guess. yeah, so I'm looking for, if you don't mind on comments, I'm looking for some comments about ferns to put at the base of the plant around some rocks. And a suggestion, what do you think will look better? Because it's just me making my own decisions about that. So just to recap, I put the canary date palm at the back because it will go taller and wider and cover everything. The Fortunei at the front will take a bit obviously slower to grow. Cordlines either side just gives that symmetrical look. I will put a canna, I think, somewhere there, and a banana plant at the back. Oh, excuse me. My Waggies look okay. They've got some growth in the middle there. They look fine. Just to recap, my Waggies and the Fortunei are all in the pots. They all go in the ground this year, where they sit on that gravel part. The Japonicas at the corner there. One looks a bit burnt, with the other one looks fine. No problems going on there. Okay, so I'll just leave it with that. One last look that way. Excuse me. All I've got to do is unwrap that redstar, which is my only survivor, I think. Anyway, take care. Any comments are greatly appreciated, as it's a learning curve. See you next time.